Hello YouTube, welcome to another episode of Plays for Days. Today we are going to do the regional decks from, which YCS was it?
Austin.
Austin,
Texas.
okay.
And this guy,
Texas.
Texas. And this guy actually, he used the Electrum OTK stun. I believe this was Robert Boyajian, or how do you say it?
Boyajian?
Yeah, something like that, but it was
It's a
pretty
very
neat.
Texan name.
Yeah, it's a pretty cruel deck, I must say.
Well, I like the fact that it uses a Gustav. That makes me happy.
It abuses him.
Originally, when I was looking at Gustav decks, this kind of idea
Yeah.
I went over, but not to this extent. This is a very streamlined version, where you don't even need to do it if you don't want.
Oh, I mean, like, the OTK is so simple. It's a 2-card OTK, and I mean, the deck is not just reliant on the OTK. I mean, like, it makes Shinings, Ab-Zeros, like, you got to deal with the traps and all those monsters, and then there's a 2-card OTK.
Well, the crazy thing about it is one of the cards you need for the OTK, you're allowed to have 3 of, this chain material. And the other one, there's 6 because of terraforming.
Yeah. So let's get into the profile, and then we'll go over the OTK maybe?
Okay.
Just so we can explain all the cards.
Fair enough.
So first we got 3 cards. Yeah. And we got 1 Elemental Hero Stratos, 3 Alias, 1 Bubble Man, 1 Avian, 1 Burstinatrix, 1 Clayman, 1 Dark Hole, 2 E-Calls, 1 Reinforcement of the Army, 3 Fusion Gate, 3 Terraforming, 2 Pot of Dualities, 2 Super Polys, 2 Bottomless Trap Holes, 3 Chain Materials, 2 Dark Bribes, 2 Fiendish Chain, and 2 Mirror Force, 2 Torrential, 1 Solemn Warning, and 1 Solemn Judgment.
Okay. So, obviously, the big 2 cards for the play are the Fusion Gate, the Chain Material. That's your main stuff. The whole idea of the deck is you're taking the Bubble Man, you're taking the Burstinatrix, Avian, Clayman. You're going into Electrum. Because when Electrum is special summoned, if you're using the Fusion Gate, you banish them. Electrum gets special summoned, throws them all back in the deck. So, you can make Electrum, and make Electrum, and make Electrum. And it's like, oh, I want to fuse those guys together. Oh, you want to overlay for Gustav, whatever. Just banish him again.
And just hit him for 2,000 and just do it over and over and over. But in between there, you actually got to go into a Gaia and a Shining, and then basically, just to continue the loop.
Yeah. But the idea is
you just go, over
you go into 2 Electrums, overlay for Gustav, because you overlay the Gustav, you remove the material, inflict the 2,000, you fuse them together. Electrum, I'll send them all back, no big deal. Because these guys keep getting sent back, so you just send him to the banished. He comes out, returns everything.
Yeah, and I mean, like, it's just a continuous loop. It just keeps going and going and going, and you can't. It's really hard to stop. You can't you can torrential, you can bottomless, you can solemn warning, but like they'll continue. They'll just keep looping. It's really hard to stop. I mean, like, there's only a few things that can stop it, like Goes and Match or something. Just like maybe even like I think a Fiendish Chain. I don't even know, but like. Or no, not even a Fiendish Chain. Maybe like MSTs to destroy the field card. But like there isn't really much you can do.
If you get rid of the chain material or the Fusion Gate before they finish the play, it shuts down.
Or mid play if you get rid of the Fusion Gate and hope they don't have another.
Yeah.
But let's move on to the...
But that's why they got the Dark Bribes.
So basically that's about it. And let's move on to the side deck. We got 2 Banishers. We got 2 Maxis. 3 Snowman Eaters. They're really nice. They actually go really well in this deck if you're facing Dino Rabbits, against the Logia. Or if you want to make Absolute Zero because he's water.
Yeah. Plus he's adorable.
So it's awesome.
Look at that little smile. Little smile face. I think it's a bucket, isn't it?
Looks like it.
Yeah, he's adorable.
And then we got 2 Thunder King Ryo, 3 Mystical Space Typhoons, and 3 Macro. And you can run Macro in here. Macro does not phase this deck whatsoever.
Because worse that can happen. Oh, I'm going to banish all my monsters. Electrum sends it back.
Yep, exactly. And to the extra deck, we got 1 Gustav, because that's all you need. You don't need more. Like,
you banish them to Fusion, and boom, just sends back to the extra deck.
He'll be back. It doesn't even matter. We got 1 Abyss Dweller, 3 Shinings. You need 3 Shinings.
Yeah.
He's just vital. You need you don't need 2 apps, but like it's great to have 2. Like he's so easy to get out and just blow your opponent up. And we got 1 Nova Master, 1 Esquardo, 3 Elemental Hero Electrum. He's obviously the main focus.
Yeah.
You need 3 of him. And you need the Gaias to actually continue the loop.
Yeah.
So that's why you run 2. And you got 1 of this Tornado guy.
Can I point out one thing too, though?
Yeah.
The Absolute Zero. He gets his effect even if he gets banished.
Yeah.
So that's
Anything.
another thing that does
like,
not
that's
get
what
touched.
that's
by
what
Micro.
happens. Like you can banish him to clear the field too. Like
Oh, I'm gonna banish him for a fusion. He blows up your field when you fusion with him.
this deck is like scary because it's like it's so consistent. Like it's not just OTK based. Like you can do shit.
Now, one of the big decks that likes to shut down a lot of the meta decks is the Macro Rabbits. This is like macro? Oh, thanks. I don't need to side it in.
No, it doesn't even matter. So, well, yeah, that was this deck, and we are gonna be putting up some more. So stay tuned.
Yeah.
And check out our other deck profiles from YCS Austin.
Let us know if you like this deck.
I love
like
it.
it.
Yeah. All right, talk to you guys later.
See you in the next vid.